Hey, in this video we're going to be going over my everyday carry, or my EDC, quick grab toolkit, whatever you want to call it. Here it is. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robert with Sherburne Outdoors, and today we're going to be talking EDC, or everyday carries. This is mine that I use and I have built over the past year. It really fits me. We'll kind of go through each and every component inside of here, but these are very interesting if you search the web or you search YouTube on what's in an everyday carry or a quick grab toolkit or whatever you want to call it. Let me tell you what's not in mine. I am not here for the zombie apocalypse. This is not a first aid kit. This is not a toolkit to repair your entire car. I've got other stuff for that. This is not MacGyver stuff. This is just things that you need in your everyday life that you might have in other places, but when I'm in my Jeep Gladiator, I want something quickly at my fingertips that I can get to, that I may not have to go and drag out the toolkit in the back. So with that said, hey, let's dive into this and see what's in my everyday carry. So to get started with an everyday toolkit, you need a good bag. And I've had a variety of these over the years. I have kind of settled on MaxPedition. These are really good ones. You can see the label right here. You can kind of customize the outside of it as well. But I went with the Fatty organizer, and I bought this off of Amazon. It's pretty cheap, but it actually fits my needs. Not too big, not too small, not too crazy to scare your family. But let's get into it. Again, these are all the tools inside of here that fit me. So if we just look at the bag itself, you know, it zips up really good. Very, very well made. It's got a patch up front here. You can put whatever you want. I've got a flag. It's got a pocket in the front, and on the back it's got some MOLLE, and then it's got a handle as well. So it's really, really good, and it's got good zipper. So on the outside, if we just kind of open it up and look at how it works, on the outside, if we just start, it does have a Velcro outside, and the very first piece I have is alcohol wipes. You know, I use these actually all the time. I find myself refilling this particular section of this pack up all the time. These are cheap. I bought 100 of these for like $3 off of Amazon. Nothing major, but I have alcohol swabs out here for a variety of things. Whether it's cleaning things, getting things ready for a sticker, or just wiping things down. Not really so much to clean my hands and stuff, but actually wipe other things down. So let's open up our bag and look inside. This is divided up into two sections, and we'll start over here on this side, and then we'll work our way through. Out of the gate, if we look here, I do have a couple things. I do keep some extra chapstick in here. I have this stuff everywhere. You can never have enough chapstick. Buy it in bulk, so I always have it laying around. A lighter. You always need a lighter. These have to be around all the time. I've got these all over the Jeep. I've got these things everywhere, so we put a lighter in the kit. As we get into more of the advanced tools, this is an SOG or SOG or whatever you want to call Power Access Deluxe Multitool. I bought this off of Amazon. Again, wasn't very expensive. I felt you got a lot of bang for this for your buck. And if we just open it up, it's your standard multi-tool. It's not spring-loaded, but it has your pliers up top here, and then it's got a variety of tools built into the handles, which I really, really like. One thing I did like about this particular one is the tools are on the outside, so you don't have to deploy it to open it up, and it's got simple stuff in here. We've got a saw, a file, a knife. We've got a little bitty pry bar. We've got something to hold various tool bits. And then on the other side, you got some similar type items here as well. We've got a bottle opener. We've got a saw, a knife, you know, other stuff that goes along with this. The reason I went with the SOG versus saying a Gerber or other multi-tool was that it did come with this bit package, which was nice for this toolkit. Now I've got these multi-tools everywhere. So you've got one with various pieces here, and this all comes together as one toolkit from SOG or SOG. Moving along, the next piece is a kind of a multi-tool in itself. And one side we do have a razor, so you can come out here, and this is a pretty nice razor. It pops out here, it uses standard blades, but it also has another one here so you can cut rope or cut wire or cut something really simple. It does have a bottle opener. Everything has a bottle opener. So again, this is the Gerber Gear Pry Bar. I'll have a link in here. I bought this off Amazon too. But it also has a nail pop here, or a little pry bar here at the bottom that you can get inside of here and knock things off. And then you can also use these if you want to as flathead screwdrivers. So this is pretty nice. I keep this inside of here. I think every kit should have a knife. It's almost a religious topic. What kind of knife are you using? Well, to be honest, I've got so many knives. I always have one on me all the time. This is a very rare used area. I would call this a reserve area. So I just bought this at Home Depot. It's a Husky. It really is just one function. It's just a knife. Really doesn't do much else. It's just a knife if I need one. Kind of puts up really nicely. It's got this holder in here and it puts together very quickly, very cleanly. If we open up this pocket here, which is also nice behind these MOLLE panel pieces, what do we got in here? Well, we got a microfiber. I have a YouTube channel. I am using cameras and everything all the time. Sometimes I'm in my car and I forget to pack one of these in the bags, and I need this packet of microfibers. Always have. They're very low cost. Make sure you put it in the packet. Cables. Always have to have cables. I got a whole bunch of these in here. Whether it's an iPhone, whether it's the old Amazon ones, or it's a USB-C, I keep these little short cables with me all the time. Money. Yeah, I keep 20 bucks in here. You never know when you're gonna need it, so I do keep some money in here as well. Personal hygiene. I find wherever I'm at, I always feel that get something stuck in my teeth. So I do keep a little bit of dental floss in here. Keep a couple Band-Aids. Again, this is not meant to replace the first aid kit, and I have a pretty elaborate one in the Jeep Gladiator. These are just, if I'm sitting in the front and I get a paper cut, I got something easy access to get. What else we got in here? Some Alieve. I use this stuff all the time. These are blue, these are Alieve, these are not the other blue pill. I keep some batteries, so I got 3 AA's and 3 AAA's. These pretty much cover everything that I need from flashlights and other pieces and parts inside of products that I use. And what else? Last but not leastly is I do have some safety pins and a paper clip. You just never know when you're gonna need these items. They pop in, pop out, and again, you just never know. Last but not least, we have a flashlight. All right, so I have flashlights everywhere. Some are really expensive, some are really expensive, and some are really cheap. This is cheap. This is a Husky. I bought this at Home Depot in a 10-pack for like $5. It is very simple. It turns on and off. It probably will never get used, but I do have it inside here just in case, because this EDC does move around. All right, so that's our first half of our products. Hey, if you're liking this kind of content, you want to see more of it, go ahead and hit that like button. Please hit subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel, and click that bell to be notified when we got new videos out. We come out with something each and every week. So with that said, let's keep moving. Let's go to the side over here now that we're cleaned out on this side, and let's just move from this side to this side. First things first, we have a magnet in our system. So I drop stuff everywhere all the time. And so being able to have something where I can get in here and it telescopically goes out, and I can just come in here and pick up something, whether it's this or whether it's this, or whether it's just moving things around, being able to pick something up, whether you drop something between the seats, or you just need to get something in there, or you drop something in your engine that you're working on, you just need to get to it if you don't have one in your toolkit. I have these things all over the place. I buy these at Lowe's. This is a Craftsman. It's great. Wasn't very expensive, it was only a couple bucks, but works really, really good. All right, keeping with this, power station. This is a tiny one. I don't even know where I got this. This is laying around my house. I feel like I've got like 50 different sizes of these. This is one if I'm out and about. If I need it, great. If I need to give it to someone to use, great. If they don't give it back, to be honest with you, I don't really care. So this is what I would call a disposal one. You can never have enough power laying around. I've got big, massive power banks that you guys have seen other videos in, but this is one for on the go. A carabiner. Yes, a carabiner. There are all kinds of uses for this. You never know what they are until you actually need it. I got this wedged in here tight. So I do keep one of these in here for use, for tying things together. You just never know. Tweezers. I get stuff in my body all the time. Splinters left and right. They hurt almost as much of a paper cut. I dig into them, so I started keeping tweezers all over the place, 2 sides. So I paid $4 for these at Walmart, and they are well worth it. Zip ties. Never know when you're gonna need zip ties. I just keep some short ones in here. In my big tool bag, I got a whole variety of these, but just having things right at my fingertips, these are what I'm using. Clips. I am clipping things down, wires, cables, stuff all the time. Having these at my fingertips all the time. I paid $1 each for these at Home Depot. Very, very helpful. All right, Duratec wrench. Adjustable wrench, whether you want to go standard or metric. This is a short one. Now I've got a big one of these in my toolkit, but this is a small one just in case you need to get to something. You don't have to have a bunch. This does everything. This is nice, it's lightweight, it's easy to adjust, and it works really, really well. From example, here's 11 to 16 and 5 to 11 on this side. Just crank it down, put it on, tighten it on, turn. Good to go. Gotta have a pen. I've seen people have very elaborate pens, and you know, I just use a bit. These things are throwaway. I've got 1,000 of these things. I use them. They work really, really good. You can practically run over them. They never bend. Keeping in line with the pen where you need to write something, there's sometimes you need to mark things, whether you're cutting it, marking something for doing something else. You need a Sharpie at your fingertips all the time. I always keep one here. I bought a bunch of these at Costco. I've been using them for years. And the last thing in the front here is really, I've got rubber ties. You never know when you need to tie something together, you know, like you do with bread or whatever, but have something that's going to stick. So I got a couple of these. I think I paid a couple bucks for these at Home Depot. These things are great. I've actually come into a lot of different occasions where I needed these. I had something break on my awning, and I used this to hold everything together. Nail clippers, my goodness. I can't tell you the times I'm waiting in my car, waiting on my wife, waiting on something else. I've got a hangnail or something. You need some nail clippers. So I actually got a nice nail clipper pouch. Here, I think I paid $3 for these on Amazon. Flushable wipes. Guys, you know what these are about. So when you gotta go, you gotta go. And you know what? I like to use flushable wipes, so I keep a set in here with me. Because when you need them, you need them. Keeping with that, I actually keep in some hand wipes that I got at Taco Mac for after eating wings, but I like these in the car. These are very different than the alcohol swabs. These are just for wiping down. So I always throw a couple of these in here, and I believe that is it. So that is everything inside of my MaxPedition fatty organizer. All right, well, wow. I'm surprised all this fits in here, but it does. This thing is fabulous. So again, this is the MaxPedition fatty organizer that I use for my personal everyday carry, or EDC. Hey, I appreciate everybody taking the time to walk through, see what's in my EDC. Hey, if you like these videos, go ahead and click that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click that bell to be notified when we got new content out. Everybody have a great weekend, and thanks for your time.